Parenting with Love and Consequences. The Wise Parent's Guide. Hello friends. Welcome to our Parenting Corner. As parents, we all wish for our children to be well-behaved, obedient, and respectful, right? But sometimes, our little ones exhibit behaviors that are less than ideal, leaving us at a loss. Disciplining our children in a way that helps them improve without hurting their feelings is always a challenge. Today, we're going to explore a helpful tool in this journey: the use of consequences. And no, we're not just talking about negative consequences like punishment or yelling, but also positive consequences as well. Let's discover how to apply these effectively so children can learn valuable life lessons through their own choices. Key takeaways. Before diving into each section, here's an overview of what we'll cover today. First, we'll clarify the differences and roles of positive and negative consequences in shaping children's behavior. Then, we'll explore common types of negative but reasonable consequences such as ignoring, redirection, natural consequences, privilege delay or removal, and the timeout method. Next, we'll walk through a 5-step process to apply these consequences effectively and appropriately. And finally, we'll go over important reminders regarding age suitability, consistency, and communication when using this method. Let's begin our journey of discovery. Understanding the power of consequences. Have you noticed that in adult life, every choice leads to some form of result? Working hard earns you a paycheck. Being responsible earns others' trust. On the other hand, being irresponsible can lead to undesirable outcomes. Children are no different. They learn about the world and how to behave by experiencing the consequences of their actions. So what's the difference between positive and negative consequences? It's simple. Positive consequences are small rewards, praises, or encouragements we give to reinforce good behavior, like cleaning up toys or helping a sibling. Negative consequences are more reactive and are used when a child behaves inappropriately, with the goal of stopping the behavior. The key is to combine both types of consequences in a consistent and thoughtful way. Don't just focus on punishing mistakes. Be just as proactive about recognizing and encouraging good behavior. Exploring reasonable negative consequences. When your child misbehaves, instead of yelling or using physical punishment, what are some more effective responses? Here are a few tools in the Reasonable Negative Consequences Toolkit. Ignoring and distraction. Ever faced a tantrum, screaming, or dramatic outbursts? For behaviors that are not dangerous, sometimes the best response is to simply ignore. This means not giving attention until the child calms down. Don't try to explain or reason during the tantrum. Wait until things are quiet to talk. Alternatively, try redirecting the child's attention to something else fun. Mom's about to feed the puppy. Want to help? Or, Dad's heading to the park. If you want to come. Let's brush your teeth. Just remember, ignore the behavior, not the child, and prioritize safety if the behavior becomes risky. Natural consequences. Sometimes, the best way for children to learn is through real-life consequences. Don't want to eat? You'll feel hungry. Refuse to wear a coat? You'll feel cold. Explain the possible outcomes ahead of time. Give them a few seconds to decide. And let them follow through. Don't rush in to rescue them afterward. That's how they learn responsibility for their choices. Logical consequences. Delaying or removing privileges. For more serious misbehavior, you can apply logical consequences, ones that are directly related to the misbehavior. Delayed privilege. Temporarily take away something they enjoy. If you keep throwing your toys, I'll put them away for the rest of the day. Lost privilege. Cancel a desired event. If you don't finish your homework as agreed, you won't be able to visit grandma this weekend. The consequence should be clearly connected to the misbehavior and explained ahead of time. Most importantly, follow through consistently. No empty threats. Timeout. A timeout means taking the child away from the problematic situation to a quiet, boring space for a short time. No attention. No toys. Just a moment to calm down and reflect. This is best for children around 2 to 3 years and older, who can understand the cause-effect relationship. The 5-step process for applying consequences effectively. Here are 5 practical steps parents can follow to use consequences wisely. 1. Clearly define misbehavior and expectations. Your child needs to know exactly which behaviors are acceptable. Instead of saying, "Sit nicely," say, "Please sit still on your chair." Make sure your expectations match your child's age and developmental stage. 2. Give a clear warning. If, then. Let your child know what will happen if they continue the behavior. If you keep running in the house, we won't go to the park. Stay calm, clear, and firm. Avoid harsh or unrealistic threats. 3. Follow through with reasonable and consistent consequences. If your child doesn't change their behavior, apply the stated consequence. Whether it's a timeout or a positive reward, always follow through. Inconsistency undermines your credibility. 4. Explain briefly and clearly. After applying the consequence, or even during the warning, offer a short explanation. You hurt your sister, so you need a quiet time to calm down. Focus on the behavior, not the child's worth. I don't like when you throw food, but I still love you. If your child gets upset, remain calm. Your calmness is the key. 5. Return to positive connection. Once things settle, reconnect with warmth, a hug, encouraging words, reading together. Let your child feel safe and know that your love remains, even when they make mistakes. This cycle builds emotional security and behavioral awareness. Other important reminders. To make consequences truly effective, keep these points in mind. Match to age. Consequences must align with your child's understanding. Under age 3, use redirection and ignoring rather than timeouts or privilege removal. Consistency is key. Apply consequences and praise every time the behavior occurs. Inconsistency creates confusion. Act immediately. Apply the consequence right after the behavior. Especially for younger children, delay makes it harder to associate the action with the result. Don't unintentionally reward bad behavior. For example, if your child throws a tantrum for a toy and you give in, you're teaching that tantrums work. Be careful. Stay calm and respectful. Use a gentle but firm tone. Show your child that you're in control without yelling. Offer choices when possible, rather than giving orders. Give acceptable choices. You can speak gently, or play in another room. You decide. This teaches decision-making and responsibility. Talk less. Act more. Keep explanations short and let the consequences speak for themselves. Final thoughts. Dear friends, using both positive and negative consequences is a vital part of raising kind, responsible children. This isn't about punishment, it's about teaching accountability, showing how actions have results, and guiding behavior in a healthy direction. Most importantly, always apply these methods with patience, consistency, and love. Remember, your ultimate goal is to help your child grow up in a safe, respectful, and understanding environment. Wishing you success on this meaningful parenting journey.